Most men think testosterone decline is just part of aging. But what if I told you that in one study, men increased their testosterone by 24% in just 2 weeks, using a drink that's been consumed for centuries? It's in your grocery store. And the drink they used is something you've probably even tasted. For over 1,000 years, men in North Africa and the Middle East have believed one drink could increase male virility. It was even considered a natural aphrodisiac, and recently, scientists tested it. But the real reason this drink may affect male performance has nothing to do with what most people think. I'm Dr. Rachel Ross, physician, sexologist, and founder of the Dr. Rachel Institute, and today we're breaking down a drink that's been associated with male vitality for hundreds of years and why modern science may finally explain why it works. And if you're interested in improving erections, testosterone, and men's health naturally, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do this every week. Now, recently I was traveling through Morocco. It's a beautiful country, amazing people, and something caught my attention. Everywhere I went, there were these stands where men were hand pressing fresh pomegranates. These beautiful men into beautiful cups of bright red crimson juice. Now, our tour guide told me something. He said this drink has been long considered an aphrodisiac in North African culture. It's even used in wedding celebrations to promote fertility. Now, to some people, it sounds like folklore, but when you dig into the science and you dig into the results, there's actually a biological reason behind it. And this is where things get really interesting, because here's what researchers did. The study was conducted at Queen Margaret University. That was a small study. They had about 60 participants, healthy men between the ages of 21 and 64. The intervention was simple: 500 milliliters of pomegranate juice daily for 2 weeks. About 2 cups a day, right? Now, researchers measured testosterone levels before the study and then again after 2 weeks, after they'd been drinking this every day. And on average, testosterone levels increased by 24%, 1/4. But that wasn't all. They also saw these men had reduced their cortisol levels. That means their stress hormones were down. They had an improved mood. They had improved their blood pressure even. Now let me be clear about something. You know, we started the video talking about testosterone. This was a small study. It was a short duration, and these were healthy men. So these weren't men who were diagnosed with low T and they didn't have diabetes, hypertension, or anything like that. So the takeaway isn't pomegranate cures low testosterone, but the message is that food is the original medicine and that dietary compounds can improve the environment that supports testosterone production. And this study is one of the many instances where we see this proven. So I've got a quick question for you. Now, would you actually drink this every day if it was going to improve your performance? Comment yes or no below. Let us know. So if cultures have been using something like this for centuries, why are erectile problems more common today than ever before? Well, the answer might surprise you, but if you're serious about improving your circulation and boosting nitric oxide naturally, I actually put together a free resource for you that walks you through exactly how to do that. You can find it linked below, because erections are actually controlled by 3 different systems in the body. There's the hormones, blood flow, and your nervous system. And before we talk about how this works, you got to understand this part first. So let me break it down. The hormonal system, that's the testosterone. Testosterone does drive libido, sexual motivation, and androgen receptor activation. Without it, there's no drive, and the brain won't send strong signals about sex to have sex, right? And this is why the pomegranate study is interesting. It talks specifically about testosterone because testosterone increased in just 2 weeks, many of these men. Next is the blood flow system. Now, blood flow, we talk about it a lot. This is the vascular mechanism. Polyphenols, which are the compounds found in pomegranate, they actually activate something called eNOS, endothelial nitric oxide synthase. Now, this is what leads to nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide relaxes the arteries, blood flows into the erectile tissue, and the erection occurs. So this isn't just about testosterone. It's about whether blood actually reaches the tissue and how, in this particular instance, how pomegranate actually helps support not just the testosterone piece, but actually the blood flow piece as well. Next is the neurological system. Your brain has to send the signal, your hormones have to support the desire, and your blood vessels have to deliver the circulation, and the nerves have to fire. This involves dopamine, parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and relax system, and nerve signaling. All of these systems have to work together, and if one fails, the erection fails. Now, if you want to learn more about how to boost nitric oxide and improve circulation naturally, this resource will walk you right through it step by step, what to eat and what to do. Now, let me ask you something. Do you think erections are more about testosterone or blood flow? Just comment below. Let me know. Blood flow or testosterone? What do you vote for? Now, earlier I asked why erectile problems are more common today. Here's the answer. It's the modern lifestyle. We're eating more processed food. There's more chronic stress. There's more toxins in the environment. Lack of movement. Poor sleep. There's light everywhere. And there's EMF or electromagnetic fields everywhere. All of this stuff can damage blood vessels, reduce nitric oxide production, so it makes sense. And this is why pomegranate may have such a strong impact on sexuality. First, it can protect Leydig cells. Now, the Leydig cells sit in your testicles to produce testosterone. They're extremely sensitive to oxidative stress. Polyphenols help protect them. The result, more efficient testosterone production. Second, it helps improve endothelial cell function. Now, that's the lining of the blood vessels. Healthy endothelial cells produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide allows blood vessels to relax and expand. Better blood flow equals better erection. So we are going through how pomegranate is able to improve sexual function and how it functions as an aphrodisiac. Third is neurological. It helps reduce cortisol, the stress hormone. See, cortisol comes on the scene when stress is high and it reduces testosterone. It blocks testosterone. Lower cortisol increases the mood, reduces stress, better sexual response. So all of these things work together. So the reason this traditional Moroccan drink that starts with pomegranate, the reason why this drink may improve male sexual performance isn't magic. It supports the three systems that control the erections, the hormones, the blood flow, and the neurological signaling. Now, does this mean that you need to drink 2 cups of pomegranate juice every day? Not necessarily. That could get expensive, but it does mean that dietary polyphenols from pomegranate, from berries, from dark chocolate, and from other sources can support systems that control sexual function. And when you combine that with strong circulation, less stress, healthy testosterone levels, that's when you get results. And if you want to improve blood flow and boost nitric oxide, remember I have a resource for you pinned below, or you can, grab it using this QR code right here. So what I want you to do now is I want you to watch this next video because it shows you exactly how to eat for your erections. All right. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Dr. Rachel. I love you. And boom, watch this video next.